Hey, Drew James here, and I'm playing the Godfather theme, which is an easy fingerstyle version for you beginners out there that like to play melodies with your right hand. So, this was requested on I think it was my Star Wars theme guitar lesson, and it got 20 thumbs up. And that's really what it takes for a lesson to get made. You can leave a comment with your songs below, and if enough people say, yes, you know what, that's a really, really good idea, then I'll make the lesson. Now, this one is going to be in two parts. You can get the first part right now. I'm going to teach it to you, show you the fingers and, show you the most important part. And then in part two, you're going to learn the second section. Part two just takes a name and an email address to join the student area. It's completely free. I've left a link in the video now, in the video description. Just click on that at any time, fill in your name and email address. You'll then be sent instant access to the learnguitarinlondon.com student area. And then you can find part two of this song from there. Not only that, you also get hints and tips on how to become a better guitarist. So win-win. Let's learn how to play it and get started. To play this song, you're going to need to know the fingerstyle rule on the right hand. It's a very useful thing because it makes your fingers assign to correct strings, which when you're playing quick, is very, very useful. And on top of that, it just makes your right hand more comfortable. So please learn it. Your thumb always plays the top three strings. Your index finger always plays the G. Your middle finger always plays the B. And your ring finger plays the E. I call the strings E, A, D, G, B, E. Eddie 8, dynamite, goodbye, Eddie. So if I asked you to do all 6 strings with your fingers on your fretting hand, picking hand even, you go thumb, index, thumb, 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 index, middle, ring. I'll get there in a minute. Thumb, 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 index, middle, ring. So learn the finger picking rule. Now for the song. To start with, hold down the 2nd fret on the A string and the 2nd fret also on the D string. This is making a chord called an E minor. Notice how my fingers aren't doing this, okay? My fingers are nice and locked up. And what I'd like you to do with your thumb is I'd like you to strum everything. I'd like you to just go down the strings. So we go E minor, nice and soft, and then we start picking the melody. So lift everything up, go open B string, open thinnest string, then 3rd fret on the thinnest string. So that was, so we've got E minor, followed by, then go to the 2nd fret. Notice I'm using my middle finger on my fretting hand. Thumb on the top string and ring finger. This is called a pinch. We're going to pull those two. Then don't put your thumb back on this thicker string. Let it ring. You see it's still going? Now it's stopped. Then open on the E string. 3rd fret on the E string. Then open on the E string. So let's recap from that. So from the E minor. Open B. Open E. 3rd fret. Pinch, 2nd fret, open, 3rd, open. Then go back to your 2nd fret on the thinnest string. Put your thumb on the A string and ring finger down here. This is a beginner's version. You'll find more complicated versions out there on YouTube, but this is just to get you started, and it's a cool little tune that you can learn quickly. Pinching those. So that's A and E. Then lift up. 1st fret on the B string, 3rd fret on the B string. And then pinching, thumb on the thickest and middle finger, just open. So nice and easy. So that part was. And now let's take it from the beginning. So E minor, strum, and then okay, we then repeat, just without the E minor. And as you can hear, that bit's a little bit different, okay? So when I said the repeat, that means this part. Okay, so that's exactly the same. There's just no E minor at the beginning, but you'll get that in the full structure when I go through again in a second. So We're now 2nd fret on the thinnest string, ring finger on the A, pulling those two, just like before, then open on the E, then open on the B, this is new, then 3rd fret on the G string, playing that with the index finger on this hand, then 2nd fret on there, on the G, pinching thumb and index. So I'll do that again for you, that bar. Okay, then we've got this. Leave your middle finger on the 2nd fret on the G. Play that, then index on the B, on the 1st fret, then stretch pinky out to the 4th fret on the B. That might take a bit of practice. Get your thumb around the back to do that. And then 1st fret on the B and middle finger on the 2nd fret on the E. Thumb on the A string, index and middle for the pinch. So middle and ring. Okay, so I'm going to take you now from the beginning of the tune. Here's your E minor. Then we repeat without the E minor. This bit's different. Leave your middle finger there. 4th fret on the B. Okay, that's where we've got so far. Now, next part, we're going to do the 2-1-4 again. So 2 on the G, 1st fret on the B string, and then 4. And then pinching, thumb on the top string, middle and ring, not holding down anything, so zeros. So that part again was. And from the bar before, which does something very similar, it's the only mistake I made there is it's the A string on that 1st bar. So it's this. Okay, now to finish off this part, we're going to put the middle finger on the 2nd fret on the D string this time, play that with the thumb, then index on the open G string, then 3rd fret on the B, and then 2 1st frets. Hold it down nice and close to the marker here. It just means that if you do that, it's a bit easier to press down. And then pinch those 2 ones. That's 1 on the D and 1 on the B. Then open on the B, 3rd fret on the B, 1st fret. So I'm going to do that bar again from the 2nd fret on the D. Then those 2 1s again to finish off, pinching them, open on the B, 1st fret on the D string, sorry, and then 2nd fret on the D string, pinching thumb and index. You have to break the finger picking rule to do that bit. So normally it would be the thumb, but you can't do the thumb on both. So let's just recap those last 2 bars. So here we go, 2nd fret on the D, okay, so I'm now going to play from where we do this part, which is where we go 2nd and 4. Okay, so from there, and then I'll do the whole song to recap for you. So here we go from the beginning. I can do better than that. Repeat that again. Okay, now from the beginning of the song, really, really slowly. Good idea to play along with me. If I'm playing too fast, then you can always slow down the YouTube video using the controls if you just hover your mouse over it. So here we go from the E minor. fret on the G. Then that repeats, okay? So once you've got there, well done if you've done that far. So when you get to this bit, you're then going to go back to basically the same thing, but without the E minor at the beginning. Okay, then we're on to part 2. You can get part 2 completely for free. All you need to do is it just takes a name and email address to sign up to the student area. There's a link in the video right now, or a link in the video description. If you click that, it's completely free. It takes you over to the student area to learn part 2. Also, there's the full video performance over there as well. So very, very useful to play.